Smart Yard test comprises of 5 maneuvers, which are emergency brake test, slope test, angle parking test, garage parking test, parallel parking test. Each maneuver is properly explained in the video for you to understand, but in case of any questions, please reach out to your instructor for an explanation. Disqualifications. Any one of the following actions will get you disqualified for the whole maneuvers of Smart Yard test. If you do not fasten the seatbelt properly or release the seatbelt during the test. If you do not close the door properly or open the door during the test. If you exceed the maximum speed limit of more than 35 kilometers an hour. If your vehicle is involved in a collision with any object. In manual car, if the engine stalls 3 times due to improper use of clutch. If you exceed the maximum examination time of 20 minutes. Remember, you will get 2 demerit points on every minor mistake. Accumulation of 6 or more demerit points in the same maneuver will result in failure of that particular maneuver. Reassessment of that maneuver is required. Some important information must be remembered during the test. For safety reasons, it is advised that you should avoid excessive force on the accelerator pedal, as this will rev up the RPM above 3000 and will cause the engine to stall. In case the vehicle does not read the sensor marker of a particular maneuver, you should not attempt that maneuver but rather continue to complete the other maneuvers and return to complete the pending maneuver. In an automatic vehicle, if the engine stalls due to any reason, you should shift the gear to P or neutral position and then restart the vehicle. In this video, the reference points shown may vary depending on your height and seat adjustment. Your instructor will guide you further to understand the reference points. Tips. After entering the vehicle, close the doors properly. To ensure doors are properly closed, you can check in the dashboard or through the rear view side mirrors. Before you start, perform the cockpit drill. Adjust your seat. Backrest, steering, rear view mirror and side mirrors in tilt position. This adjustment of the side mirrors will help you to see the body of the vehicle, road markings, and the traffic coming from behind. Fasten your seatbelt and do not unfasten it at all until you finish the test. After preparation, show your thumb to the camera. This would be an indication to the examiner that you are ready for your test, and the system will announce,
"Examination started. Please drive to start point."
Startup. Select the reverse gear. Check all the mirrors. Check over your shoulders on both sides to observe the blind spots, and release the handbrake. Tip. If you are unable to release the handbrake, lift the handbrake slightly upwards without pressing the button, then press the button and release the handbrake completely. While reversing, look back from the rear windscreen to spot any possible hazard and other traffic. After reversing, stop your vehicle and select the first gear. In case of automatic transmission, bring the gear selector to D. Emergency brake. Move towards the emergency brake sensor marking. After getting the instructions from the system,
This is the emergency brake test.
the test time will begin, which is 90 seconds. Increase the speed gradually and shift to second gear in manual transmission. Your speed should be between 20 km an hour to 25 km an hour before the first white marking line. Hold your steering wheel firmly with both hands and stay alert to listen to the beep sound. When you hear the first beep, move the right foot quickly onto the foot brake. After complete stop, move forward slowly in a controlled manner. Remember, after stopping, you will not get exit instructions from the system. Accident possibilities. If you do not get the beep sound, you should stop the vehicle before the yellow exit line to avoid any collision from the fence barrier in front. After stopping the vehicle safely, you may proceed to the next maneuver. Immediate fails. If you touch the entry white line at a speed less than 20 km an hour. If you apply the brake before touching the white entry line or before hearing the beep sound. If you touch or cross the exit line without braking. In manual car, if you press the clutch before the brake or press pedal together at the same time. If you are not able to stop the vehicle within a stipulated distance. If you are not holding the steering wheel with both hands. In manual car, if the engine stalls twice due to improper use of clutch. If you exceed 90 seconds to complete the maneuver. Slope test. After completing the emergency brake, move towards the sensor marking of slope test. After getting an instruction from the system,
This is the slope test.
You have 90 seconds to complete the maneuver. Time starts when the front bumper crosses the white entry line. You will get the beep sound. Keep moving forward until front yellow line disappears from the front windscreen. Stop your vehicle and apply handbrake to make sure the vehicle does not roll back. Your vehicle should stop between these two lines, white and yellow. Procedure to move off. Automatic transmission. Move the right foot on the accelerator pedal and accelerate to 1.5 RPM, then release the handbrake to move forward. Move the car slowly in a controlled manner. Manual. Move the right foot on the accelerator pedal, accelerate to 1.5 RPM and hold it. Release the clutch pedal slowly and bring it up to the friction point. Release the handbrake and move the vehicle slowly in a controlled manner. Accident possibilities. Due to any reason, if your engine stalls, automatic or manual transmission, rev up about 3000 RPM will cause the vehicle to roll back freely, while at the same time accidents. Use the foot brake along with handbrake to stop the vehicle. While going down the slope, make sure your foot is on the foot brake pedal to avoid any unexpected collision. Due to the excessive speed and gravity, the vehicle may move faster while going down from the hill. This might create a hazardous situation and vehicle may collide with any object or other vehicles. Therefore, always scan your surroundings and control your speed with the use of foot brake. Demerit points. Slope test. If you do not apply the handbrake after stopping. If your vehicle rolls back more than 15 centimeters but less than 30 centimeters. If you move off vehicle without releasing the handbrake completely. Immediate fails. Slope test. If you stop the vehicle on white or yellow line. If your vehicle rolls back by 30 centimeters or more. In manual transmission, if the engine stalls twice due to improper use of clutch. If you exceed 90 seconds to complete the maneuver. Angle parking. After the completion of slope test, move towards the sensor marking of angle parking. While moving towards angle parking, look around for any possible hazard. After getting instructions from the system,
This is the angle parking test.
You must position your vehicle close to the center line as much as possible. The duration of the test is 2 minutes. Your test time will start when you turn on the right indicator. Perform the safety check. The first reference point is when the first parking line aligns with the front right door handle. Turn the steering wheel completely to the right. The second reference point is when the left inside corner aligns with the top part of steering wheel. Straighten your tires while on the move to avoid dry steering. The third reference point is when the white parking line comes beneath the driver's door handle and is seen in the left side mirror. Stop the vehicle in between the front and back line by avoiding the side yellow lines. Shift the gear selector into P for automatic transmission and neutral for manual transmission. Apply the handbrake. Procedure to exit. You will get the instruction from the system to
Exit from the parking bay.
select the reverse gear and release the handbrake. Turn on the right indicator to show your intention to other road users. Check all rear view mirrors and over both shoulders to observe the blind spot. Look back from the rear windscreen to see any possible hazard. Move out slowly in a controlled manner until the left side mirror aligns with the left yellow sideline. Turn the steering wheel completely to the right to exit from the parking bay. Accident possibilities. When exiting from the parking bay, your focus is usually checking on the exit reference point on the left. Neglecting the vehicle, move towards the sensor marking of garage parking. After getting the instruction from the system,
This is the garage parking test.
position your vehicle close to the left road marking as much as possible. The duration of the test is 3 minutes, and the test time will start as you select the reverse gear. Turn on the right indicator. Check all the mirrors, both shoulders to observe the blind spots. Look back through the rear windscreen for the traffic coming from behind. Move your vehicle in a controlled manner. First reference point is when the second parking corner aligns with the back window text. Turn the steering wheel completely to the right while on the move to avoid dry steering. As you turn the steering wheel to the right, check your left shoulder to see any possible hazard. Second reference point is when the rear left parking corner is visible in your left side mirror. Straighten your tires while on the move to avoid dry steering. The third reference point is when the rear yellow parking line comes beneath the driver's door handle and is seen in the left side mirror. Shift the gear into P for auto transmission and bring the gear into neutral position for manual transmission. Apply the handbrake. Procedure to exit. After receiving an instruction from the system to
Exit from the parking bay.
shift the gear selector into D for automatic vehicles. In manual transmission, select first gear. Release the handbrake. Turn on the right indicator to show your intention to other road users. Check your left mirror and shoulder. Move slowly in a controlled manner while checking all around for any possible hazard. Move out slowly until the left yellow line aligns with your left shoulder. Turn the steering wheel completely to the right to exit from the parking bay, while on the move to avoid dry steering. When you approach the parallel parking sensor marking, you will get the instructions from the system.
This is the parallel parking test.
While moving to parallel parking, look around for any possible hazards. Position your vehicle close to the yellow line on the right side. The duration of the test is 5 minutes, and the test time starts after selecting the reverse gear. Turn on the right indicator. Check all the mirrors and over your shoulders in both directions to observe the blind spots. Look back through the rear windscreen for the traffic coming from behind. Move the vehicle slowly while maintaining good control. First reference point is when the parking curve disappears from the right side mirror. Turn the steering wheel completely to the right while on the move to avoid dry steering. Check your left shoulder to see any possible hazards. Second reference point is when the left parking corner appears on the left side mirror. Turn the steering wheel completely to the left while on the move to avoid dry steering. Keep reversing until the car is positioned inside the parking bay and stop. Shift the gear selector into P in automatic transmission and neutral in manual transmission and apply the handbrake. Procedure to exit. After getting instructions from the system,
Exit from the parking bay.
shift the gear selector into D for automatic and select the first gear for manual transmission. Release the handbrake. Turn on the left indicator to show your intention to other road users. Check all mirrors and shoulders to observe the blind spots. Move slowly while maintaining good control of the vehicle. As the vehicle right side pillar aligns with the yellow marking line, turn the steering wheel to the right and exit completely. Accident Possibility.
The test has finished.
Pull up the handbrake and shift the gear selector into P. For manual transmission, bring the gear into neutral position. Remember, at the finishing point, to avoid failing the last maneuver, do not forget to pull up the handbrake and do not switch off the engine. Open your seatbelt and then open the door. You will get the instruction,
Please collect test results from the waiting room. Goodbye.
After passing the RTA Smart Yard test, you may proceed to your next stage. Additional information. Procedure to use the additional move for the following parking. Angle parking. In case you delay the first reference point to turn the steering wheel on a right, stop the car and select gear R in automatic transmission and reverse in manual transmission. Move backward after performing a safety check and stop the car. Select the gear D in automatic transmission and first gear in manual transmission. Then move forward towards the first reference point. Garage parking. While reversing, if you delayed the first reference point to turn the steering wheel on a right, in this case you might touch or mount the left parking line. Stop the car before touching the left yellow line. Select the gear D in an automatic transmission and first in manual transmission. Perform the safety checks. Move forward and turn the steering wheel to the left while on the move to avoid dry steering. Stop the vehicle. Select the gear R in automatic transmission and reverse in manual transmission. Move backward and turn the steering wheel to the right while on the move to avoid dry steering. Parallel parking. While reversing, if you delayed or in case of early turn for a second reference point, you could take additional move. Hope this video tutorial is beneficial and will help you to pass the Smart Yard test. Excellence Driving wishes you all the best throughout your journey with us.